Evening, folks. Folks, yeah, I can get away with saying folks. There's two people watching. Fantastic. Hang on a second. Just going to move that a wee bit. There we go. Christ, it's still I'm still orange looking. What is going on? What the bloody hell's going on with this webcam? I can't really change it now. Anyway, it's not really about me anyway. It's about demos tonight. Yeah, I mentioned what day was it? Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I mentioned on Sunday that I was going to make a video and just not make a video, do a live stream and just enjoy some Commodore 64 demos. Yeah, that's turned up. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a cotton picking second. A minute, webcam. There we go. Right. A minute. I'm going to switch that off. How's the sound? Yeah, that's really annoying. Why is that? I'll maybe open the curtains actually, let a bit of light in because I look a bit like Donald Trump. There we go. That's slightly better. Yes, yes. Now, what I've done for the purpose of this video is I'm using these things. Oh, you like it? Yeah, my daughter bought me it actually. Yeah, a little present for me. What I'm doing tonight, I've been using the Yeti microphone, which is a freestanding microphone. I've been using that for my kind of like my live streams, because it saves me having to put these things on my head, which can get a wee bit uncomfortable. But I did a quick test with what I'm going to do tonight, and the problem with something like that, unless I actually get it set up properly, it's picking. I've got the sound and music coming out of the speakers, which is it's then picking up the sound of the music coming out the speakers, and it's picking up my voice, which it should be doing. And it was a bit kind of echoey, so I thought, nah, fuck it, let's use the headphones tonight for this thing. So anyway, that's it. It's going to be some C64 demos. Now I'm using the 64 Ultimate. There we go. You can see that there. Yeah, which has got two. Oh god, that's crap. Wait a minute. I'm gonna webcam. I'm gonna see if I can stop it. It keeps configure video. I'm gonna take the autofocus off. Right, what I want to do. That's not bad. That's not bad. In fact, let's see if I can mess about with this for a second. Oh, that's a lot better. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Now we're talking. You can see me looking extremely peely-wally. Is peely-wally a Scottish phrase, or is that a phrase that you English people use as well? Peely-wally means you're looking pale. It was one my mum used to use. Yes. Oh God, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that in my TV? What can you? I'm trying. Ah, you know what it is. You know what it's picking up? It's a fan. Look, it's a fan in the corner. See it? See it? There's a quick tour of my games room. Yeah, it's that fan. That's odd. That is weird. It's picking. Yeah, that Christ Almighty. I'm glad I'm glad you pointed that out, Rodian, because if I had watched that back later on, I'd have been like, what the fuck is it? It actually looks like a small person with hair and a cloak. Yeah, it's a fan. That's weird because, I mean, well, no, it's not weird in the slightest because, yeah, it's picking up, the fan is reflecting in that big TV, which is then you can see there. Weird. Right, anyway, enough of me talking bollocks. Let's get this thing switched on, shall we? And good evening, Cos. How are we? I should say, how are we? Fuck off, I hate that phrase. How are we? You mean, how are you? Right, Mr. and webcam, here we go. It's not technically the Mr. I know, it did look like a child. That is weird, isn't it? There we go. Right, normal reset. Now, just to let you see, if we go into audio setup, SID sockets configuration, I've got the built-in. Let me just double check. I have. How do we get back? Util SID. Oh, it's not that one. A minute. If it's SID addressing, hang on. Yeah, SID addressing. Yeah, I've got the built-in SID chips switched off, which is that and that, because it's got two SID chips. So that's switched off. That's switched off. I've got. Let's get back to that. I've got an original physical 8580 that's plugged into socket 1, and I've got 6581 plugged into socket 2. I've got them both switched on, which I think is fine. I'm sure Panther said to me that it's absolutely fine having them both switched on. But if we know there's a demo that specifically uses just one type, then I can switch the other one off. So let's get back. So oh, you're joking, really? That's a pisser. I mean, I must admit that's the first one I've heard of that's not worked. I know there's quite a few people just above the letter 1 and 2 or number 1 and 2. They're broken. I don't know whether it's they're getting packed too much or whatever. There's a weak point in the shell or something. But from what I heard, they're really, really good at replacing things. Right, let's get into this SD card demos. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a new. Oh wait, have I got new demos? Demos. Oh, hang on. Hey, Colin, how you doing, mate? A minute, I thought. There we go. Demos. Right, yeah, I downloaded 4 demos that came out in 2026. So let's just have a little play. I'm gonna try and not talk. Right, Aloft. What I need you to do when it starts, I need you to tell me how they sound, if it's loud enough or whatever. Okay, we can run disk. Right, this is Aloft. Enjoy. If I'm going to put this on so I can actually see it on the big TV. Yeah, wow. You know what? I think it's very, very easy to watch something like that and lose touch with reality as to what you're actually watching. You know, it's easy to become for your judgment to be kind of clouded and think, oh, I'm watching an Amiga demo. No, you're not. You're watching a Commodore 64 demo. Um, it's it's insane. I mean, they're getting more colours out of the 64 than you could ever imagine. Some of the effects that they're showing, the sound. I mean, the level of sound in that as well is just incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. Excuse me. Now I'm going to play an old demo, and what I'm going to do, because I know for a fact that it was only the original SID chip that existed back then, so I'm going to go into this and I'm going to turn off the 85. So the only chip I've got switched on is the 6581. And now what I'm going to do is hopefully find it. Demo. Oh, you know what? I might not have it actually. Oh, I probably don't have it. I was going to play the trap demo. I don't actually have. I don't think I've got that, unfortunately. But what I will do here is somebody has come up with another demo, and I think this is the one. I did watch this the other day, and it's really good. This is called Trapped again. So I should maybe turn on the other SID chip. Audio setup. Yeah, I'll leave that switched on. Actually, I'm going to show you something here, folks. Wait till you see this. I'm going to bring up the menu. You go to Internet File Search. Now, if you run the official firmware on this, you can access this CommoServe. If you put on the spiffy unofficial update, you can access Assembly 64. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in trap demo. Oops. I don't know. In fact, can I leave that? Can I leave that blank? Category. Have you got demos? Yeah, try that, demos. And then let's do a search. There you go. Look, that is actually, this is pulling this from online. I heard a thing earlier on today saying that that might not actually be true. I think what they're hoping to do, I'm hoping this is the case, that they allow people to put their own firmware updates on, but if the thing breaks, then they're not responsible. I get that. I get that. But if they were to actually stop it working, that would be a shame. Right, what I want to do, I want to go back into. Oh shit, I should have loaded it first, shouldn't I? Right, I'm going to go back into audio setup. Like I said, I could just leave this switched on, but I want to turn it off so it just uses the 6581. And then go back to that. Back to Internet File Search, Assembly. Yeah, I think this is so cool. Category is a demo. Yeah, so this is now downloading from internet. Right, hopefully this is it. This is by Ben Dougleash and Tony Crowther, if this is the right one. Ooh. Right, a minute. That's not the one we thought it was. Trap demo. Oh, I don't know. Let's try that. That's really, really loud. I'm going to turn it down a wee bit. This is the one. Enjoy. Yeah, that was from 1986, and yeah, I know it's one of the guys says it's the demo itself's a bit lacking, but yeah, 1986 that came out. Every time I hear that, it gets it just gets better and better and better. I mean, it starts off slowly and it just builds up and up and up and up. I mean, the bit where you've got from what do you call it, War of the Worlds, it actually gives me goosebumps on my back listening to that. I think that is absolutely epic. What I'm going to do, I think there is let's have a look. Come right back, demos. I mentioned earlier on, I think there is a sort of unofficial sequel to this. Demos. There we go. Demos April 26. Oh, no, it's not this one. It's down here somewhere. Trapped again. Now I think this might be. Hopefully this is the one I'm wanting. What is that? Oh, that's a SID, right? Okay. Right. What version do you want? Do you want the 6581 or do you want the 8580? I'll let you pick. Yeah, thanks everyone for dropping in tonight. I'm not going to be talking when the demos are playing. But yeah, having this online thing with this thing as well, you could just kind of do searches and play them right off. You can also save them onto your disk as well. I'll let you pick. 8580, right, since you're the first in, retrospective, that's what we're going to do. So let me come right back. And what I now want to do is go to audio setup. Now this is what you're hearing and seeing. It's the 64 Ultimate with the proper chips. And so it's real SID chips. So now you can see we've got the 8580 enabled and the 6581 is disabled. Right, let's jump back to, in fact, wait a minute. Home, there we go, demos. I am absolutely loving this 64 Ultimate. It's just given me a whole new love for the C64. Right, trapped again, here we go. And we want to do 8580. Hopefully this is the one that I think it is. Enjoy. You typed that. Are you multitasking the road in? 2021 this one's from. Now, it said officially endorsed by Rat. Rat was Tony Crowther's kind of nickname. There he is. He's all grown up. Yeah, that was bloody awesome. Excuse me. It's nice to see that it was actually approved by Tony Crowther himself. Um, yeah, I mean there's 40 years of a gap between that one, or sorry, 37, I think it was, 2021. There's 35 years a gap between the first one and the second one. I mean, I do prefer, it's like anything, it's like the first album syndrome. I do prefer the original. You're never going to top that. That you can see there, the visuals, some of the sound effects, the graphics look a lot better. But the original one is more pure. It was original. But yeah, that's a really nice kind of homage to the original one. Yeah, retrospect. If you're asking about streams, I mean, I do put out videos as well, although I've not put out any like non-live videos for a wee while. I have got stacks of them there to do. I've just not got around to actually doing them. I generally do a live stream on a Sunday night 7 till 9 usually, and it's yeah, I'll play games, whatever, and if I can on a Wednesday I'll do something as well. It'll just vary as to what I'm going to do, but yeah, good to see you. But thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in tonight. It's always nice to have people. Right, somebody mentioned, was it Do X Machine? Oh, what was it called? Do X something another. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it Deuce X? I'm just going back. Hang on. Yeah, Deuce X Machina demo. Right, I'm not sure if I've got that, but what I can do, bring up the menu. I don't know if I've got it in this. Oops. Oh, bugger off. I don't have it on this, but let's go into the let's go into the online search thingy. This is an absolute game changer. Now, if you, like I said, if you have the original firmware, you can't do this. Deuce oh, hang on. DEU. Helps if I can spell D. Yeah, that's right. X. Let's just put in that. Repo. We'll put that one in. Demo, and then come down to this. See if it. There you go. How cool is that? Right, this is Deuce X Machina. I've never actually listened to this one. I don't know what the difference between that one and that one. Oh, maybe it's found two. Right, let's go for this one. Right, enjoy. I will shut the fuck up. By the way, if there's any demos you want to see, you want me to play tonight, just put it in the comments and see what I can do. That is mental. How can a C64 do that? Right, that one seems to have stopped. Right, anyway, yeah, I don't think that one's working. Because I've got that Jiffy DOS working, it's got a kind of speed loader type thing, and sometimes that can interfere with some disks loading. But anyway, that was pretty damn good. Right, let's come right back. Now I'm going to put on some which I know are something else. This one is a beauty. Yeah, it's just insane what they're doing. This is a 4-discer. Right, okay, let's go. Look at that effect, that is fucking unbelievable.
abnormal, arrive, arsenic, outline defined, clues defined, Camelot,
Yeah, I think that's the end of that one. It just keeps kind of going through the credits. But yeah, you know what? Like I say, it's just when you're watching this, just remember that this is a Commodore 64 that we're talking about. Something that came out in what, 19. I don't know. I can never remember when the Commodore 64 came out. 1981 or something. 79, 80, 81, something like that. Yeah, you're talking about a 40-year-old bit of hardware. It's just mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing. I mean, the graphics and the sound is just. Can you imagine? I mean, I can quite honestly say that if the Commodore 64 was doing stuff like this back in 1986, 1987, I would have been quite happy never moving on to the 16-bit. Because look at it. I mean, is the Commodore 64 unique when it comes to demos? I know you get demos on other machines, but I think this is where the demo scene is at. I mean, I would love to go to one of these demo events. What they're still doing with this machine is just absolutely mind blowing. I can't get enough of stuff like this. The sound, the graphics, just phenomenal. Right, let's do another one which I know is mentally good, and it's the Edge of Disgrace. If you're just joined the channel, I'm running this on a 64 Ultimate, and it is actually using proper SID chips. Yeah, I mean, I think that the game changer for most people is the SID chip. It's, demos on the Amiga are nice. Do you get demos in PCs? I don't know. Everything's far too clever nowadays. But the SID chip it just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving. What I think is great about this Ultimate 64 is it's just given not that it needed it, but it's given the 64 a new lease of life. There's a whole new audience that's finding and discovering this thing. Right. Yeah, this is Edge of Disgrace, and this is another absolute stonking tune. So I will shut up and let you enjoy it. What? Disc one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Yes. I don't know what the third disc. There seems to be a disc up there. I'm not quite sure what that is. Yeah, that's just. It just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Just absolute madness what these guys are now doing. Now let's have a look. Eh, yeah, Wonderland. Let's have a look at this one. I'm guessing most of these modern demos were all written for the 8580 or whatever it's called. The non 6181 chip. 6581? Oh, I can never bloody remember. Anyway, I think these are written for the more modern chip.
Music non-stop. Music non-stop. Music non-stop. Music non-stop.
Yeah, what a tune. Fucking hell. Yeah, I fully expect, well, I don't expect, hopefully it doesn't get taken down, but I mean, I don't monetize live streams anyway, but yeah, something else. Ox, you're asking, have I got any multi-sid demos? Right, what we're doing, right, we're going to be on for another 13 minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that, and I'm going to do a hard reset, like so. Oh, why was that still playing? That's bizarre. It must be the stream. Right, what I do have is, and what I'm going to need to do first is I need to go into that, and then I need to go into audio setup, and what I want to do is I want to turn both these chips on, but I also want to turn, I think you put them like that, I'm not 100% sure. So that's me turned on both both physical SID chips and also both emulated SID chips. I think I've done it right. Hopefully I have. Now, let's have a look. I did download. Thanks, Colin. Right, about a minute. So what I want to do is I want to go into that. You mean set that to like that? Is that right? I'm just waiting on Colin. He's a resident techie expert. Come on, Colin. What do you mean, well? Is that right or wrong? You have 4 chips set up as 2 there. What do you mean? What do I need to do here? So if I mean, because that the SID sockets are the default to D400. That means absolutely nothing to me. What do I need to do? Socket 1. Sorry, what? I'm not with you. Are you talking about the top one here? Yeah. Right. So I'm just right. A socket. I take it you mean D400. I thought if you want to have more than 2 SID chips, you need to. I thought you need to have them switched on. See, maybe that's what do I know? Yeah, I want more. I want more. Yes, I want as many SID chips as possible. If I'm playing games, then I'm going to. So does that apply? So if I've got 2 physical SID chips, do I need to have that like that? So what about that? How is that? How is that looking? Will that turn on 400, 420, 460, 460, and 480. So see, Colin, when I'm what do you call it? When when I just want to have the original chips, should I leave them set to 400 and 420 then? Right, what I do have is a couple of multi-SID chip SIDs. Right, there might be more on the demo on the online thing. So this one is called It's Like Stereo. Let's give it a go. That's weird. I reset the computer, but I can still hear sound playing, which is bizarre. Right, I think that one there is set to a single chip, but it was designed to sound like stereo, so I don't think that is a multi-SID one. Right, this one, this has got two SIDs, this one. Repass, Gacha in stereo, apparently. Right, yeah, that one's a bit, yeah. I still think Monty and the Run and Commando are much better than that. That's apparently two SIDs. Yeah, good evening, Doug. How you doing, mate? Yeah, let me know what it's called, Colin. Right, stereo sound one SID. Stereophonic. I don't actually know if this is working. I get the feeling it's not working. Right, anyway, it's all about beatbox for my liking. Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you what, Colin, because I don't have any way of easily transferring the file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this internet file search, and then we're going to go to assembly, and it's called Machine Yearning. I'll put it in there. Category, it's music. Music, there we go. Oh, it's demos, is it? Nothing there. How do we tell you what? Let's go right back. Let's go out and then come back in. Also remove. Stop. I'll be honest, I've not really used this thing much. Just search by name. Hey, 2 SID, right, fantastic. It's only 6K, really? Oh, that one's got a bit more. Oh, that's the actual demo, right? Let's give this a go. To load, press return now. And then once more to run, okay. Right, I'm coming out of that. That's it's impressive, but I mean, I don't think there's a lot of. Don't know why there's a lag because I've reset the computer, but I can still hear the chip. I can still hear the sound about 10 seconds after turning the computer off, which is weird. Yeah, it's interesting having more than one SID chip, but yeah, I mean, we don't need multiple SIDs to sound impressive. Right, before I do anything, right, so Colin, am I right in thinking if I want to turn off the, I want to turn off, oh, wait a minute, I want to turn off these, SID address. So if I put that to unmapped, that turns it off. I put that to unmapped. So do I want to have, if I want to have two physical SID chips playing at the same time, is that what I need to have it set to? Do I need to have them both set to different addresses? Same address, right, that's what I thought, yeah, because they were both, that's what they're set to before. Right, fantastic. I'm just going to do a quick reset like so. Right, I'm going to finish off with, what do you call it? Playing a tune that I tried to play a couple of weeks ago and I couldn't get it working. But with doing a firmware update, it seems to have kind of fixed it. And it's Hi-Fi Sky. This is just a SID. It's not a demo as such. Disk browser. In fact, you know what? Let's just use this. Hi. The only problem is you need to make sure you've typed it in right. Hi-Fi Sky. There we go. Birthday remix. Now let's go for this. Yeah, you may remember, you may know Lacosa. He used to do a lot of content together. We did the Sid shows with Panther, and Lacosa picked this as his sorry, he picked this as the most impressive Sid tune he's ever heard, and it is damned impressive. So I'm going to finish off with this. Yeah, listen, I'm just going to see. I'm going to put it in. Well, I'm not going to make it full screen. I'm going to finish off with this one, and then I'm going to end the stream. Just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Absolutely love listening to Sid music and watching demos. I do apologise if anybody's got epilepsy and it's set them off tonight because I was watching some of these swirly patterns and I'm like, whoa, I could feel it. That's why I was looking out the window. Didn't want to go and take a fit. So hopefully this should work. This is Hi-Fi Sky by Marcus Klein. And if you think that, just remember this is a Commodore 64 playing it. It's absolutely insane. You can put my SID streams on in the background on Sundays, but not for the next 4 weeks. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy.